Hey, what's up YouTube? So I'm just going to play some Mr. Medica in the background while I play this. I'm not really going to do any commentary this time. Why bother? I'm just watching them. We're just reading their fucking stories, really. Anyway, I think you'll enjoy this. Shank Huger. Oh, Shank Huger, he loves him a horse. That dude from the Young Turks. Oh. You'll see. You'll see. Bye.
I'm gonna go based off the shit I've got bookmarked. I bookmarked a lot of stuff. I really did like the skeleton one I read recently. Let me pull this up. So, what is it? Skeleton soldier couldn't protect the dungeon. That was great. So I'm a spider, so what? That was also good. Oh my god, there was a, it was like a, not really a manga, it was a Korean webtoon. Solo Leveling. You know, I didn't think I'd like Solo Leveling when I got into it. I got like 2 or 3 issues, whatever you want to call them, into it. And I was like, God, this really is not doing it for me. But the more I read, the more I liked it, and now I'm fucking hooked on it. Waiting for more shit to come out. I also liked... you know what, let me make sure I get the right name down here. Hold on 1 second, guys. See if I can find it. Is that the right... Now I'm not gonna find it. Oh, maybe it's this. Okay. One of the other ones I read that I kind of liked was The Sister of the Woods with 1,000 Young, which is basically like an H.P. Lovecraft manga about a kid whose deepest, darkest wish is to have an older sister. So he meets an eldritch horror in the basement of like his father or uncle's abandoned house, and she's ready to eat his soul or whatever shit eldritch horrors do. And he's like, "Would you be my big sister?" And that's the whole plot. And it's dumb as fuck, but I've just enjoyed reading it. I think one of the other ones I've enjoyed recently is Shadow House. Is it Shadow House? I'm fairly certain that's what I'm thinking of. But I'd have to come up with a comprehensive list. I'm sorry. There's a lot of shit out there. It's hard to keep track of it all because I read through it really, really quickly. Buy physical books, you cheapo? You know, I actually would. There are a couple that I would buy physical books of. And there are some that I would never touch. But I don't know how easy it is to get English translations of the ones that I actually enjoy reading. So we'll see how that turns out. From Heen, Snort, I could use that money Susan owes you. Ach! From Kyle Dawson. There's a Eagle, I think, spelled with a few different letters, trying to get around that filter. I finally said it right. Love you, Mediker. From Camille Taggart. Getting new new Ito manga tomorrow. Got yeeted on Twitter. I think you're wrong about Trump, to be honest. You think the Senate's going to go through with it and say, get rid of him? I don't think that's going to happen. I mean, there's a potential it could, but I don't see it happening. From Arian Decries, I'm going to TPUSA SAS conference this weekend. Any questions for our friends, Jim? No, you know, I've been watching that stuff go on with the Groypers and TPUSA. I am not looking to interfere with it. I'm merely entertained on the sidelines, and so you guys have fun and do what you're going to do. And I'm going to enjoy laughing about it as it's happening. Purple Oblivion. When can I buy a 4 out of 5 star mug? Jimbo. I want to support you, but I don't want to look like a fake to the people I know. There should be some up on the merch store. We've got, what is it, like 2 different hats, 2 or 3 different shirts, a couple mugs, and a poster. I just need the clock to complete the ensemble. And then I'll have Helsing beat. John Doe. Living in central Iowa in the winter makes me dead inside. Doesn't it all? Doesn't it all for everyone? At least it's not Minnesota where it's even worse and run by brother banging sand ninjas. Well, that is true. Although I don't know how your weather would compare to ours. Minnesota can get pretty goddamn awful. Double A, did you see the vid of Saint Chunky Ogre Uger saying he would make banging horses legal on the basis it's for pleasuring the animal? And Salty Pickle, god fucking damn it. Please somebody in chat like me in this video. Let's watch it on stream. Is there really a video of St. Uger saying horse fucking needs to be legal? Can we see this, please? Oh, how would I even look that up? What would the search terms be? St. Uger horsefucker? Let's take a look. Oh, no way. Is this it? If you're telling me that entering the search term St. Uger horsefucker actually gives me the proper result, I'm gonna laugh so hard.
Cenk Uygur endorses bestiality.
Get the fuck out of here! Oh, okay. Oh, somebody said mamology? Alright. It's just... why? Oh. Is it Cenk Uygur Descent into Madness? Is that the one we're looking at? Is that the one that has the clip of him talking about fucking horses? Okay, Cenk Uygur Descent into Madness. Alright, hold on, chat. I'll pull it up. We'll watch it together. And then, I know I'm behind on Super Chats. I'll continue on. Just one moment. Oh. Oh my god. Why would you ever say... Why would you do that? Why would you do that? Cenk, what are you doing? Why would you advocate fucking horses? What were you thinking? Oh, dude. Okay, sorry. I'm just getting everything lined up here. Okay, I think we're good. Alright, let's watch Cenk. Let's watch Cenk, sorry. Talk about fucking horses. By the way, I'm not kidding. If you enter Cenk Uygur, a horse fucker, as a search term, the first video that does turn up is a guy talking about him advocating for fucking horses. So, nice search engine optimization, bro. This video is called Cenk Uygur Descent into Madness. Is up on Mamology 101's channel. If anybody wants to go watch it later on. Let's see if we can find the clip in particular and see what our budding politician had to say about fucking stable animals. Don't let him near a farm, I guess. I don't know. Should be full screen for everybody. Let's take a look.
Joke. Like, they're trying to paint him as someone who's like pro-bestiality. I mean, the most egregious, ridiculous, pathetic smears you can imagine, they're just printing and they're taking it at face value from a Twitter troll.
A couple got caught making more than 100 tapes where a woman is having sex with dogs. 3 different dogs.
Please, making love to them.
Apparently,
You don't want this show to get dirty.
This is a very sad story, okay? Because this woman,
It's a very sad story, is it, Anna? When she's separated from her litter of lovers. Oh, my heart weeps for the lady that can't fuck the puppers.
Oh, it's sad already.
right? That woman,
I feel bad for that dog.
that woman was taped more than 100 times having sex with 3 different dogs, and the gentleman, in that picture, was taping her. And what happened was, the woman's son found the tapes and reported her to the police.
Okay, I have to tell you, this story has so many twists and turns.
It seriously does.
This is the story of the day. Let's get it. Okay, he's looking for prescription drugs for his mom, runs into these tapes, and you know what he does? He turns them in to the cops. Man, you want to talk about a snitch?
Okay, first off, chat, let's commend this young man for being a morally upstanding individual and turning in his dog fucking mother. Alright? It's not like she banged the one poodle, Cenk. This lady was a special predator, fucking every dog in the neighborhood. He should be awarded a Citizen's Medal of fucking Honor or some shit. My mother's a filthy dog fucker. Let me take it to the police. Bravo. Bravo, brave young man. For turning in this nefarious deviant. Could you imagine the father's reaction? The son has to sit down and tell the father about it? Unless the dad was involved. In which case it gets even fucking weirder. But apparently that's snitching.
Man, you gonna snitch out your mom having sex with dogs? Man, I'd have buried those tapes, man. Gee, cops, you must be crazy. I'd have broken them, smashed them, and then, lit them on fire and then buried them in my backyard. What are you, nuts? Man, what kind of people have some messed up sons? I think the son's more messed up than the parents.
Did you read the police report?
I did, so I take that back. Okay, you know what they did with the dogs? Oh, here we go.
Everything that you could possibly imagine.
Okay, all right, let's stop.
Every sexual act that you could ever imagine was done with these 3 dogs. And what she would do is she would tape it all, okay? She would tape it all, and she would try to sell them on the internet.
Yeah, that's what they were doing. But here's the thing, like, who's going to pay money? First of all, the bestiality, I get it. Some people are into bestiality, right?
Oh, he gets it, chat. Yeah, I get it. Hey, you're gonna go out and fuck who's gonna buy these dog fucking tapes? Well, probably furries at a convention. I also like how Anna's so up to date on this story. Did you read the police report? It goes into descriptive detail saying, Jank, I was reading the police report and they did all sorts of things. Do you know what the phrase "take the knot" means? Because I do now. I've watched 90 of those tapes, Jank. And I bought a jar of peanut butter and a poodle. Don't judge me.
Is that legal?
No, it's not legal.
Okay.
Because you're taking advantage of the dog.
Right.
I want to come back to that in a second. But forget the fact that it's a dog. Like, you're into the dog. But how can you be into this girl? I mean, this woman. I mean, like, I'm not interested if... I don't care if I have a turtle fetish if she's the only woman in America having sex with turtles. I can't get into it. I mean, look at her, right? And then the dude gets involved, and, you know... And here's the thing. So, now, on the one hand, you think, you know what happened, by the way? It explains in the police report. The dogs would ejaculate. Okay, they would arrive. Let's put it that way, right? So then I think...
I love that this dude's running for political office. I don't care who he's running against. I don't even care the context of this. I just want his political opponent to play the tape of Jake Uger talking about dogs ejaculating. Just don't even add commentary to it. That should be your podium speech. You should get up on stage and be like, here's my tax policy. Here's my policy on immigration and jobs. And then don't say anything else and say, and this is my opponent. And just play a clip of Jake Uger talking about dogs ejaculating and just walk off stage.
Is it really dog rape if the dog came, right?
Oh, Jake.
Okay, but then, of course, they took it over the top. Right? I'm just telling you what's in the police report, okay? And the dude, of course, went German style, and he stuck his hand in the dog. Well, why'd you have to go and do that, okay? And people are crazy, man. What? Humans, there's plenty of humans. Look at John Edwards. He found one. Okay? If you're going to do crazy stuff, do it with a human. Right? The dog didn't have that coming.
You heard it here first, folks. Cenk Uger's giving you the message. If you want to German-style somebody, don't shove your fist up a dog's ass. Fucking shove it up your wife's ass. Cenk Uger, politician, is fully supportive of fisting your wife in her ass.
That's not right. So now, yeah, they're in a lot of trouble, man. They're going to have to go there and be like, yeah. They have to pull an R. Kelly defense. I have a mole. The guy, the woman with having the sex with the dog.
No, they're done. More than 100 times they taped it. I mean, there's no question it's them in the tape. Like, it's just disgusting.
The names of the tapes, by the way, were Buddy, Lucky, and Cinnamon. Cinnamon was the black dog they were having sex with. Come on. Come on.
There was even a video where they had an unidentified woman in the tape, and they were showing her how to have sex with a dog.
Yeah. No, because they are consenting adults. I know that it's illegal. I know that there's good arguments to be made against it. And I think that there are some interesting arguments to be made for it, etc.
What do you mean there's some interesting... Hey, you know, just like... Okay, guys, I get it. All right. Fucking dogs. It's a little weird. There's some arguments against it, but hey, there's some interesting arguments for fucking your dog. I'm Cenk Uger, politician. Vote for me. Fist your wife.
Right? But what he doesn't get, if he just said polygamy, I'd say, all right, I don't agree, but whatever, right? Bestiality and pedophilia, he can't wrap his mind around the distinction between those things. And the distinction is very obvious. Well, on bestiality, you see, in the other ones, there are only humans involved. In bestiality, there are farm animals involved. See how that's a little different? Goats, sheep, horses, as opposed to men and women. But beyond that, the whole point is, are there consenting adults here? and a horse cannot give consent. I always feel like I can't believe I'm spelling this thing out for them, that they're just stupid that you have to explain it to them. And much worse and very insulting, of course, and very offensive, is comparing it to pedophilia. Those kids are not giving consent. That is, in essence, rape, and in a lot of cases it is literally statutory rape, and sometimes literally rape in every way. So to say that that's the same as homosexuality because in your Bible or your interpretation of your Bible you view it the same, well, that's what makes you sick. That you can't distinguish between two consenting adults having a loving relationship and an adult abusing a kid sexually. And that's not the problem I don't even think that's the problem with the Bible. I don't think that's the problem of...
Oh, okay, this is my guess on the video. We're about halfway through. And since it's called Descent into Madness, did Jank change his position on this? Did he start off saying fucking animals is bad, and we're going to see a clip at the very end where he's like, go for it? Let's legalize horse fucking?
Of the laws, I think that's your problem. And that you can't make that distinction. And he says, how would we decide? You know, if we're not using the Bible, what are we going to use? Pat, I hope you're sitting. Are you ready for this? How about we use our minds? That we make reason-based decision. Hey, look, that is not a consenting relationship. That is. Those are two humans involved. That's a human and a chicken or a duck. I don't know, but don't do it. Can't do it.
He is a man from South Carolina.
Oh, I love that picture, man. Every time I see that, I think, poor Rodell. Rodell, what were you doing? What were you thinking?
Poor Rodell got caught having sex with horses, not once, but twice. All right. In fact, the second time he got caught was on video camera, and the owner of the stable held him at gunpoint until cops arrived and arrested him. Anyway, he's just been
that's
sentenced.
obvious, because once you go horse, you can't go back.
Right.
That's why, you know, he had to go a couple of times. You know how they caught him the first time? The motherfucker fell asleep in the stable.
Not only that.
He's like, oh, that was good. Oh, that was good. Hold on, let me get some rest here.
Not only that, the owner found a pile of dirt next to the horse.
Because he put up the dirt to get up there to position. Rodell! Rodell! What you doing, Rodell?
And another thing, the owner of the stable suspected that someone was abusing her horses because one of the horses kept getting infections.
No, but that's my favorite part of the story. This guy is so nasty, he gave the horse an infection. Rodell! Rodell, what are you doing? Yeah, show me Rodell one more time. Show me. Oh, no. Rodell.
Now the reason
that
why...
horse was so pretty. I didn't mean to give it an infection. I'm giving it a South Carolina accent. How am I doing? But it was just so pretty, I had to go back again. Couldn't resist it. I love that little pretty little horse.
Jesse Barron did this great, from Slate magazine, did a great story about bestiality and the history behind it. So it turns out that in Europe and in colonial New England, people were terrified at the thought of atheists having sex with animals and giving birth to monsters that would consume humanity. So when you had sex with animals, they would punish you. And the way they would punish you is to burn you alive. Now, they didn't only punish the human, they also punished the animal. They would slay the animal because they were convinced that the animal was acting, they're acting slutty, okay? They're being totally slutty animals.
I love the idea of like a horse being like, come here, big guy.
Yeah. So there's this great story, okay?
When a guy having sex with the animals is like my old friend Rodell. Remember that famous story we did where he kept going back? He fell in love with a horse.
A serial goat rapist on the loose in Florida. Of course! Where else would this story be? In Carleyville, Florida, Sharon Cruz Pacina is worried about her goats because she knows that the same guy is coming around and apparently taking advantage of them. And so she's called the cops several times, and she's worried that the cops aren't taking this seriously. And so she's making a public plea saying to the rapist, please leave my goats alone. Please repent. Please turn yourself in. We don't know if as with Rodell, a person who likes to have sex with horses that we've covered in the past, Rodell was in love with a particular horse.
He went to jail for having sex with a horse, got out of jail, and went back to the same horse, and by the way, gave that horse a venereal disease. I'm not kidding. The horse didn't give it to him, he gave it to the horse. Okay. Now, we don't know who's doing it in this case. Rodell is in a different state. I hope it's not him. I'm on a goat. Hey, listen, I just grabbed life by the horns, and I'm a bad man. I have decided what that Boing Boing chick was doing. She was doing the jaywalking of bestiality. Like, yeah, it might technically be a crime, but let's not waste the court's time on jaywalking.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Wait, what? What do you mean jaywalking bestiality? What, she accidentally brush up against a horse stick? Like, what? How do you? What is jaywalking bestiality? Please, Sank, enlighten us.
Yeah, fair enough.
But here comes the controversial part, the part I shouldn't say. I believe that if I were the benevolent dictator of the world, I would legalize bestiality where you are giving, where you are pleasuring the animal. You see what I'm saying?
Oh, there we go. I would legalize, politician, Cenk Uygur, I would legalize bestiality as long as you're pleasuring the animal. I guess he's modeling this after the Canadian approach, where you're pleasuring the animal. Listen, if you want to get down there and suck some horse dick, you got a big old thumbs up from politician Cenk Uygur. But if you try to get that horse to suck your dick, well, we're going to put you in the pen. I still want to know what jaywalking bestiality is.
I'm saying? Okay. Okay. Now why? Why did that happen?
Why is your staff fucking disgusted with you? Look at Anna's face. That's the face of somebody who just realized they're sitting next to a fucking pervert. That face is perfect. Oh my god, this is the man that's my co-host? Jaywalking bestiality. Jake wants to give a horse a blowjob.
This is the dumbest thing I've
It
said.
really is the dumbest thing you said.
No, I'll tell you why. Because, so there's, was the case that we covered where there was, a guy or a girl or something that was pleasuring a horse, and the horse came to a conclusion, right? So who got harmed?
You know that people who are, okay, look, not to be a downer about what you're saying, because what you're saying sounds kind of funny, but a lot of people who are being raped can actually, have an orgasm. So, if a guy is being raped, he can have an orgasm. You can't say, if you come, that means you wanted it. That's not the right way to go.
But number one, you're being an unbelievable downer.
I am, but that's the truth.
Number two, they're not both humans. Number three, if you really asked a horse, did you mind? The answer's got to be, no.
They're taking it at face value.
Man, there's some messed up dudes in the world, man. And like I say in every story, they're right around the corner. You think it's...
Holy shit, he really does want a fucking horse. I thought Sargon had some fucked up ideas when he ran for UKIP. Some of the statements he was making, his whole will not rape list of female politicians. I thought, boy, that's some bad optics. That's some PR that's going to haunt you. And here's Cenk talking about, hey, maybe I'm going to run for office. I know, let me go and make a public statement about how fucking horses is totally all right. And the horse noises he makes, oh god, I don't know who he's running against, but please use it. Please make a collage video of it. You get 4-H club involved. Farmers boycotting him. Hands off our horses. That should be the hashtag. That should be the hashtag that his political opponent uses. Hashtag hands off our horses. Sank. Get away from them. They're not here for your sexual pleasure, you fucking deviant. I can't believe he actually said it. What a weird fuck. I love, too, the look on Anna's face was just disgust. She just was hit with disgust. She hasn't looked that upset. She hasn't looked that upset since Cenk used to deny the Armenian Holocaust. She was mad. What do you mean? The horse comes, it wanted it. Terrible. Oh, my God. Internet tap. You don't know about the Pence Prime Theory. I'm going to guess that's something involving Pence taking over after Trump gets impeached. From J. McFreak. Do Withermen glow in the dark? Also, Keith Olbermann was found dead under his desk, drowned in hooker piss. Well, we've got our update we were looking for. Super Kitty Pogo Dance. Reminder, Niche Gamer plagiarizes from Gamatsu. I heard something vaguely about this, but I don't know the actual story about it. Maybe I'll look into that. The next early weather stream I do, we'll talk about that. From Casey Sniper Boy, hey Jimbo, just turned 22, take my fucking money. Well, happy birthday. Knights of Mirrors, dear YouTube, please don't steal this innocent weatherman's money. Any rain predictions from Australia, or for Australia, Jim? We're all on fire down here. What is going on in your fucking continent? Why is it on fire right now? Well, whatever you do, don't let the Canadians try to offer assistance. With the Fort McMurray fire, Trudeau was so incompetent, he had to ask South African firefighters to show up to fix the fucking mess. From EG Productions, I want to stick my tongue so far up Emily Yukas's tail hole. So far, we'd be making out. From the UFO answer, would you rather impeach Trump, eat bugs daily, or co-host a 3-hour weekly podcast with Mundane Matt? That is... fuck, I don't know. Well, I mean, actually, I'd go for the 3-hour weekly podcast with Mundane Matt, because then I could just make fun of him. From Mario Kart 13, how long until the Weatherman funds get frozen? We'll have to wait and find out. From Dog Fredify, tell Porcelain to stop being a coward and come out of retirement. From Johnny Booyah, hey Jim, are the Pride Parades at their worst, or has the gay agenda yet to assume its final form? I don't know. It's really weird with the gay Pride Parades why half the dudes are walking around with their junk just flopping in the wind. I've always thought that was fucking bizarre. From NA,